wee bit late for a Wapiti party. We have to at least go say hi. Why is it so funny, Humble? Night, Nate. Thanks for stopping by. This is WildRP, Saoirse. Ah, rips him about. You forgot Mitchell was her name? That's funny. Alright, I have to remember I'm a completely worthless weakling on this server, especially against wildlife. All I have to do is open TeamSpeak. This isn't the right way. This is the wrong way. Okay. Manage. Should have just gone up the other way. It's alright. It's alright, Ophelia. Get up there. Please don't slam me against the rocks. Need to make sure I'm using the right, the correct Celtic voice. Big horse that I know. We're just gonna. I have the correct one, as opposed to the other one. Okay. Was really unnecessary, Ophelia. I shouldn't. I don't have to turn it on. Hopefully I'm not bubbled out. Sorry. There's so many people.
What?
Sorry for being
Come here.
late. What are
This
you
is
doing?
uncomfortable. Come on.
I don't know kind of way you do that. Sorry I'm
Howdy.
late.
There you.
Well, I'm fine. I just was tired after the last night and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Black Sky were down in Blackwater, and Cash walks in and is like, "Oh, I'm going up to Wapiti. There's a celebration happening there." Me and Black Sky, wait. Ah, that's right now, isn't it?
Oh, wait, Black Sky forgot about it today.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of people up here last night. I know that's for certain.
Hello, Saffron.
Howdy. Wait, where's he going?
Isabella.
Howdy. Of course, it has to start raining.
Oh, no, I was just greeting you in passing. I have to go and speak to Isabella
Oh,
here for
right.
just
I
a
mean,
moment.
that's fine. That's fine. You don't
okay.
have to talk to me if you don't want to.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, okay,
It's-
listen, if you want to catch up, I'll be
All
talking
right,
with
shit
Abigail
ass.
after.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
You should ask Black Sky about the Rip Riley treatment.
Oh, the Rip Riley treatment. Why are people laughing that way?
What? I heard Rip Riley treatment.
Yep.
You want to explain? What's that mean, Black Sky?
It means that Rana wants me to wear more color.
Well, you should
Look,
probably
I just said,
listen.
as much as I love the black on grey,
You should
right,
probably
I
listen.
just think there's different colours other than shades.
I'm just saying
Wow.
that right
There
now
it is.
you look sort of like a bloody hood, and no one should ever look like a bloody hood. That's all
What?
I'm
I
saying.
don't know who they are, but I imagine from the title of their name, we do.
But it
I
doesn't
imagine
have the
do.
full face mask.
It's the black and the red. It's every outlaw in the crossing. It's better if as lawmen, if you try not to look like an outlaw. I'll help keep your
Okay.
fellow
How
lawmen from
about-
shooting at you in active situations
How
too.
about I just get a
Quite
blue
the
one instead of a
fashion.
red one? What do you think?
I
When
would
are
go
we
with
again? September 1901.
Light blue.
I get a blue.
Light blue? Got it.
Get a blue one, and then try
Isabel.
changing the other colours to a shade of brown.
Got it.
Aye.
Dalicoga.
You should be able to find the same things that you're wearing in brown.
Hello, everyone.
You look like
Welcome
a
again.
very rich outlaw from the dime novels,
Thank
Oh.
you.
if I'm
Just,
honest.
lend you may lend me your ears for a moment.
It is a compliment. I like the outfit.
This
like
man
the
here
shoes.
to my right. He needs to introduce himself to you all.
Not awkward at all. I think.
Not at all.
You're on the spot, you've got to do it.
Well, a lot of y'all already know me. Know me as Two Crows, or perhaps you even know me as Dolly Coke. But, yeah. From now on, I guess it'll be Dolly Koga of the Wapiti.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Ah,
It's about time.
Good to see you.
what up?
It is nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Treatment.
thank you again, all of you, for coming.
So funny.
Okay, now go eat.
Ah,
Oh.
Wapiti wappity, go have fun.
Food's over that way.
Congratulations,
Yes.
my brother.
It is finally good
You
to
see what we need is that
you.
guitar player from yesterday. He was
You know,
beautiful.
Cash is actually a really good example.
Rip can
He
play
wears a lot of
guitar.
black, and his own deputies don't
Rip
shoot
can
him.
play guitar and he's really good at
Yeah.
it.
That would be a fantastic engagement present for me and Black Sky if you could make him do it, please.
In its entirety.
If I ask him,
I
he's
wear
going to
black and I
deny
get
it.
shot multiple times.
Just say that you've heard that he's an excellent guitar player,
So how do you feel now that you are of Wapiti?
But now,
and that you want to hear him play
Feel like
A Million Dreams, I
taking
think
on more
is the
responsibility.
name of the song.
Maybe if you just.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to.
You know,
Now we are of the
It would
same
be-
family.
amazing if somebody
The
could play
same
guitar right now.
Oh, Clark's
Well, are you hinting at Scala?
Your deputy
Or
Riley.
Rip?
I thought that you were something
If
of a
somebody
musical
could just play
virtuoso.
guitar.
Don't let those people from
Oh, my medicine man has disappeared with the wind.
We'll get them.
sorry, I'm hearing something on the
Where-
wing. Someone's
where are you
calling
going,
for me. I need to go
Scala?
check the
Something
telegram.
about
No,
dreams.
no,
Oh, I
no, no.
did.
Stop
Music
hiding,
will not
Scala.
protect you.
Well, we could always
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't even do it.
You can play that one.
Of course you can. Did you just say can, eh?
I done it can.
You can play that one, like the Million Dreams. Salt gonna take that song. Do that one. I like that one. I love that one. Can you do that one? Please.
Rip, I hate to pull this card. I hate to pull it, but I'm going to do it.
You've already heard it on piano.
My name is Tanajala Kinyali Shakir Van Happy Way, Chief of Wapiti. And young man, you will play at this party. And you will do it well.
That's an
Young.
order from the chief.
No, go. Do it now. Go.
I'm sure they've got a guitar somewhere
I
out
don't,
there.
Go.
I don't have a guitar.
Fine, I'll go down to the
You
go
can
downtown
go
and
back
get you
down
one.
to the house and get one.
I don't have it at the house.
Would you do that?
So you're not gonna believe me when I say this, but have full faith in what I'm about to tell you.
Uh-huh.
I was moving things around in the house, and I was trying to put things, away.
Uh-huh. And did you
I
throw
put
it on
the
did
well,
you
I couldn't step up into the house
No.
because I was carrying the guitar. It's pretty
And so
heavy.
you threw it on the ground?
No, I put it on the
Did you
table.
put your foot through it?
I put it on the table, and I don't know if it was a raccoon or a squirrel, barged through, dragged it out the door, and it was gone.
How could you not stand up against a single wee squirrel?
Because I was trying to reach up, and as my hands are up in the air, I look down, and it's, the sound of scraping wood across the wood.
Uh-huh. And so you didn't go after it? I thought you loved that guitar.
That squirrel was so quick, I had no chance.
We're gonna have to get you some squirrel-proof guitars. Fill the entire house with them. Tanajala's gonna make you play. You've gotten an order from the chief.
No!
This is my favourite thing. Thank you so much for playing, Rip. I love you. I mean, I'd love you anyways, but
Rip Aloysius Riley. You go out there. You entertain
Wait,
these
is
people.
your middle name actually Aloysius?
It is
No.
now.
Wait, Rip.
I've never had a middle name.
You do now. It's Aloysius. You're welcome.
That makes your initials rare.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my entire life, and I am so proud. So proud. So proud.
What did you do to my poor husband?
What did I do to him? What did I do to him? How dare you?
Well, it was like a spontaneous naming right up here. And just stopped it. He didn't even get a ceremony. It just...
My face hurts now.
I'm crying.
Ow.
Rip. Where?
Sheriff was there watching. What happened?
My will to live has left me.
Oh no.
Why? What happened to your will to live?
I don't know where she is.
What did they do?
The chief.
For Rip.
What happened?
Ask the chief.
Just waiting on Rip.
He got a new name, sort of.
What did you do to
waiting.
Rip?
I'm
gonna need a minute.
What did you need?
Just waiting on Rip.
You got a new name?
It's the old
What
black
happened?
sky.
I pulled the chief card. I hate doing it, but
Oh.
I pulled the chief card.
Okay.
Oh. I'm going to be listening to the guitar
It's
over
a
there.
mighty
Is Rip playing
party
guitar
you
also?
revealed.
Yes, yes.
That is rather
Battle of the guitars.
disappointed.
Rip.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
No, I'm not ready. I didn't think I'd be doing this today. I don't want to do it today.
Alright, well.
I had no
maybe-
time to prepare or anything.
That's alright. Maybe if we go over there, someone else is apparently playing guitar, so maybe if we go over there and
Good.
sit and listen, then you'll feel like doing it.
I'm just gonna lay here for a moment. I'll be fine. Out. No.
Come on.
I'm
Come on.
laying here out.
You can't just lay here the entire
Let me.
No, get up.
Let me.
Get up. Come on.
Don't make me do it.
It's the chief that's making you do things, it's not me. I don't have a lasso.
Don't. Stop. I will do the voice. Don't you dare.
Oh, we're doing
What
this,
do you
are we?
mean the voice?
We're doing this, are we?
No, I'm
Yes.
trying to get him out of this.
No.
Where did he go? There he is.
He's ready.
Ow.
Oh wow.
Oh no. Rip.
Chief,
No.
young warrior.
You gotta very
Am I
gently.
here?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to go
Yes.
train on.
Go teach. Yes, go teach the young warrior archer. It's good to see you.
No.
We've almost got him propped
Come
up.
on,
We're
come on.
forcing you to your feet, Rip.
There you go.
Come on.
He's up. He's
Come on.
almost up. He's almost up. No.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I didn't know this. I was this flexible. Ow.
Yes, the training is
Still-
suiting you well. Come on.
Come on. You got him.
Oh, whose TV is this?
Oh, it's as far as it was
It's guest TP, right?
yes. Well, do you remember oh God, what was her name? Hilma?
No.
Ilma. Yeah.
Yes, it was Hilma's. But I don't know if she'll be.
I think she's been gone too long now.
She has.
Oh. Oh. We've almost got him in there.
That's not what I'm seeing.
Oh. No. Never mind.
Rip, are you gonna get up? Like I said, there's
I
some,
just need a moment.
there's someone over there playing guitar. You can think about it and prepare if you think you might, you know. I think the
can't
chief is
hide
just
from
gonna
me.
keep pushing you closer
can't
and
hide
closer to
from
the
me.
party. Watch out for the fire.
hide
He's very
from me.
sensitive about fires.
Ripples Aloysius Riley.
Hold on. What?
What did you just
You
call him?
heard me. I called him his full name, Ripples Aloysius Riley.
What the,
The
hell?
third.
The third?
The third.
You mean
Gone
there's
through
two
two
others?
That
Gone
sounds
through
like
two
you've
naming ceremonies in the matter of 5 minutes. Ow.
that sounds like you've named a giant orange tabby cat. That's all I can think of with a name like that.
Well, I mean, maybe, perhaps he is truly an orange tabby cat, and we are simply just a shared hallucination.
Oh, I can hear the other
Almost
guitar.
got him there. Almost.
Oh, almost. Come on, quick.
Oh. He's so
We're so
heavy.
close. We're so close. We're so close. Okay, we're pushing on 2 different sides. This is the problem.
That's how you
We've
spin.
almost.
some-
Look. He's almost.
Okay.
Okay, you got this, Chief. You got this, Chief.
Okay. Gotta roll you over.
There we go.
He's also
You
made a
got it.
character based off of Puss in Boots.
Hi, Rip.
Howdy.
Welcome, Rip. How's
Say hello
Saffron?
to-
Good to see you again.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You really hate that howdy, don't you?
No, I love it.
Yes, Ripple's Aloysius Riley III. Makes his debut performance.
I'm surprised my hat's still on.
Me too. Is that thing just glued to your head?
Maybe out of spite.
Probably.
A lot of the things that you do are is spite hun.
No.
I've noticed.
No, we have to spin him. Everybody does this to me. You have to spin.
Yep. There he is.
No.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take the legs, you take the head. Just spin.
Well, we've got to go the opposite directions.
Yeah, so,
Yes, you
okay, I'll go this way.
Aye.
Yep. There he goes. Oh. Hi, Rip.
Ew.
Howdy.
Good.
Rip, get up!
Comfortable.
This is beautiful.
Rip, this can stop at any time. It's
Okay.
up to you.
No, it's fine. He's
I need a moment.
yeah. It's alright, buddy. Take your time.
My. I don't like this.
I love it.
I don't believe I have.
That's my senior deputy.
I mean, yes. I think we're making a mistake pushing anything onto anybody. I keep wanting to.
What? Who are we trying to matchmake here? Really? Is there that spark?
I need to go get my dogs and hydration before I die.
Yeah, they just want
Right back.
to do some TV creeping, I think. Oh, look who it is!
Hello.
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 Love triangle.
Yes, Ezra is here. He's tired, but he is here.
Welcome, Ezra. Group hug.
Group hug.
Trying my best to stay standing.
Ezra, thank you for coming.
I told him
Very glad to see
For having me and your
course.
hospitality.
we could possibly get a TV up here.
The fact that you even have to ask.
Yeah,
The fact.
you never know. You never know.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure the TV behind us is not occupied, but if it is, you can have mine.
Oh no.
Hey, I know this one.
Yeah, you don't want to go in ours. It keeps farting in it.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, who's playing guitar?
Appreciate it.
Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. So.
Day 2, huh?
with the latter, which is today.
I mean, there's a lot of people here. There was a lot of people here yesterday.
He wants to die. I don't know.
What?
Hummingbird, you look beautiful, by the way. I love it. Oh, I love that. That's adorable. I did not. Wow, what's doing big things, huh? Oh my god, I'm so proud
Just
of
trying
you.
to put myself to use.
Engaged. Okay.
Yes, that as well.
I love that. I love that for you guys. Congratulations. I had to give a gift.
Well, don't say congratulations yet. We have to actually finalize it in the ceremony because I am her sixth fiance. Fifth fiance.
There's Abigail.
Yep.
Where's Abigail?
Ezra, what?
Is she sidebar?
You're special.
Yeah,
Hello,
she
Gabriel.
proposed to me.
How are you?
Does that make me special? I guess so. Yep. Very special. The specialist. You know what? I'll take it.
Who do we have here? I see Peter Rockwell, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Is that Keanu over there? Really? Interesting. That's good. It's nice to see growth.
So has Peter told you about how I consummated his marriage yet, or?
Of course, of course. And as always, if you guys need anything from Sandony, that horrible place, let me know.
Okay.
I could do that. I could bring you guys great notebooks. I forgot about that.
Actually, I'd like to have a big notebook myself.
I can bring you one here, so you don't gotta go to the city.
Appreciate it.
I hope someone's actually playing this.
Just let me know how many you guys have. Eight.
Yeah, sorry, I was half asleep. Okay. 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 Okay.
Get back here. Get back here. Look, you can't run, so you better get back here.
Yep. If the mood takes you.
Hi, Eddie. Sorry, I was asleep.
I don't know how he even did that.
Rip, you okay back there, buddy? They are really fucking.
He's alright.
Yeah,
He's just.
I'm just contemplating what I'm gonna do.
Yep. It's alright, take your time.
I'm okay.
He's preparing a song.
Blythe.
Wow, I feel like I've heard this song before.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry. Hummingbird just dragged me over here. I don't know why. I think I was asleep on Thomas's shoulder.
Sorry if you guys hear the squeaky toy.
Oh. Hi.
Still over.
Saffron's feet.
Rip.
Sorry, what's
Have
that?
you had your moment?
No, he's having a moment.
Is he still having his moment?
Aye.
He's-
Just give him
So
some
trying
time.
to
Just give him some time.
Okay, take your.
Aye. Aye, just give him a moment and he'll get sorted. Cinder, do you have to squeak it that much?
I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear the squeaky toy? I think
Must
this
have
counts
hurt
as
hearing
dog
that, huh?
aggro.
Oh my god.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Kieran Agnes Blythe. Thank you. Kieran is K-I-E-R-A-N and my last name's Blythe. B-L-Y-T-H-E.
No. You know, if Rip was a cat, I always thought he'd be one of them tabby cats.
He'd be a
Oh my
ginger
God.
tabby cat with giant green eyes.
Yeah, I see that for him.
Earth. Oh, I don't really live anywhere.
Store them though.
You should just stay where you're at if you can.
Kieran spends a
If
lot of
anything,
time
it
up
means
here,
the
though, as
Thunderbird
becoming
is
a very
blessing this
trusted
event.
friend. This
It
is
is
also
important.
Aye,
Elsie's
aye,
pleasure, by the
sure.
way. I apologize
But I
for
can't see
introducing you.
anything other than the fucking rain, I'll be honest.
Did someone just pull your hair?
You as well.
That little shit ass.
He's
Black
still
Sky,
running.
You gonna let that stand?
Very kind. We've met a couple of times, I believe, back when Elsie was a medic. I
That
want
kind
to
of
say.
hurt.
That's the most delayed reaction I've ever heard. Black Sky.
I can never keep up anymore.
You just pulled your hair and run away. You're gonna
I
let
was
that go?
stunned. No, I'll get him back. Don't worry.
Anyway, I wanted you to.
I was
wanted you to meet
stunned.
Kieran, you
I'll
sound
cut
like
his
you're
hair
about
off
to
in the
fall
middle of the
asleep.
night.
Do you need a place to stay?
No, that's
I'm
terrible.
awake now.
Don't
I'm
do
very
this.
much
No, no, no,
awake
no,
now.
no. Don't
Okay,
do that.
alright, good.
Oh
That
my
is a
God,
joke. I would
Rana,
never do
please.
that.
To Mill?
I would never do that.
Okay.
Would you think so little of me?
You'll be fine. You'll be
Okay,
fine. Just-
yeah,
You're
yeah.
fine. You're fine.
Yeah,
Everything's
okay,
fine.
yeah,
You're with
No,
you.
it's
Two very,
fireflies.
very
That's
great
right. I don't
ladies.
know what
You're
you're
fine.
talking about. I'm
Everything's
totally fine.
Yeah,
I'm totally
yeah,
fine. I'm
good,
totally fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just trying to
Everything's
identify the song.
I'm glad Kieran's
I'm
fine.
really
Is anyone else
sorry.
glad
You would
Kieran's
not believe
fine?
your eyes if
I'm
10
glad.
million fireflies
I'm glad Kieran's
lit up
fine.
the world as we fell asleep, would you?
All right.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty impressive.
I don't think I've ever seen that many fireflies, man.
10 million fireflies would be a lot of fireflies. Just a thought
A
that
lot
sprang to my
of
mind.
fireflies.
Thank you for.
I
coming
would
here
not believe
with
my
me.
eyes.
Yeah.
And nor should you.
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
They do help you sleep, though.
But I'm not sure.
Hey, Saffron.
I assume
Right?
hummingbird.
Would you say
I've
it's
had it in the newspaper
pushing it
about a
down
day or
out
two
here
ago,
right
and
now?
that's probably why hummingbird
Sure.
drove me over here.
Were you saving that one for a while?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you for coming.
As the
over here.
Scottish keeps
My
getting mocked,
deepest
guys.
Regrets that you were not informed of why I'm a nervous wreck. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you were informed. I would have felt bad if you had gotten right over here and didn't know why I was, struggling with words. It's going good.
Planet Earth moves slowly.
Mm-hmm. Not yet from Mr. Garner. It was, I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, I sent my telegram through. How's everything going with the party, Rana?
Oh my goodness.
It's great.
Love is
Good to hear.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Yep.
You've found the will to live.
There it is.
There we go.
I don't want to interrupt him if he's playing.
Fire. Down, down, down on the way they went higher. Oh! Didn't realise my voice got so squeaky. Ring of fire.
No, not somewhat. Rana's amazing, but she's put this whole thing together, and she managed to host it impromptu last night all by herself, pretty much. But you persevered through, and you did an amazing job. This is all incredible. You should be absolutely proud of yourself.
Thunder! Come on, you're a good girl. Good girl. Come here.
Oh.
Wakaba will be telling us.
I thought you were running off. You're just getting your
All right. Let me tell Tanaja.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Or
Okay.
Down the will to live.
No.
Alright, well, we'll get you to.
No.
I think next time is yours, and then we're gonna go. Wakaba's gonna go tell the story, or we can
Alright.
wait until after.
What?
It's up to you. Once everyone's done,
Oh no, am I
Either or.
Talk now? Oh no.
we'll see how the rain is doing. One second.
Okay. Well. Yup. It looks like I can't avoid girl talk no matter where I go.
Oh?
I've never been included
What was
in
that,
one
sir?
of the ladies.
I
This is
didn't
a
say
first.
anything. Just smiled at you.
Nah, you're fine. What are you
Well,
doing,
we'll
girl
take that.
talk? I'm actually confused now.
It is alright. You'll take what he gets.
Rana, teach me.
Thank you. Now, everyone, the musical stylings of Ripples Aloysius Riley III.
Okay.
What?
Tanaja, I was going to tell my story.
I have to grow my hair
I didn't
now.
know that was your full
Oh,
name.
wait,
Oh my
wait,
The rain's
god.
letting
It
up.
ain't my fault.
Well, the rain did let up.
Oh.
I mean, it's fine.
Mhm. I have to do it before.
That's what Clarence. Thank you.
I'll get flowers in my hair.
I had the same shirt, but in green.
I'm gonna cry.
See, I was thinking about getting the green
That
one.
sounds so
but I
nice.
decided that I would have loved if you did. I was really debating.
I would wear them to work. I don't care.
I would
People are
never take the flowers out
insecure
of my
about
hair.
a flower being in their hair, then well, they wilt, and it's winter, so.
Oh, well, I'll just replace them.
If we can find something, I'll replace it.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep.
Oh my
Please come back now. There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my hand shaking, heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. If I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. You are the reason. I need you to hold me tonight. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see you are the reason.
Thank you so much for it.
Well done.
Thank you, Rip. That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rip.
Now,
Thank you.
if you would like to follow us, Chief Woven Warrior who splits the river of Topota is going to tell us a story in the tradition of our people.
Oh, if there's one thing we're known for up here, it's a good story.
Uh-huh.
I'll be over here and standing up above you so it's easy to hear.
Thank you, Red. That was so nice.
Mhm.
You ready?
You're welcome. The things I do, huh?
I'll make it up to you later.
Alia, can you hear me? Alia.
I'm excited for the story, guys. This is cool.
Find yourself somewhere comfortable anywhere around here. I'll be up higher, speaking down to you. It's easiest to project that way.
My knees. God damn it, Rip. Making a grown man cry shit.
Rip right here, maybe.
Good to cry, friend.
Should be alright. Chief, can you hear us from down here?
I can. Can you all hear me from up here?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Oh. For those that have not seen this before, this sweet grass, it is a gift that we light before we share our stories. It's a symbol to show that we're cleaning the air that we're about to put our words into. It is cleansing, sacred light.
He's probably
used to
emoting,
show that we mean truth in
smudging
what we
or
say.
something up there.
Oh, I will speak to you a story that is known to the ancestors of people in this land. This is the story of Ea, the camp eater. From the tall grass, night came the voice of a crying babe. There was a group of huntsmen who were passing and heard this and halted. The tallest one among them ran towards the high grass with long, cautious strides. He waded through the growth of green with just his head above it all. Suddenly he exclaimed, "Aha!" He dropped out of sight. In another instant, he held up in both his hands, above his head, a tiny little baby, wrapped in soft brown buckskin. The other hunters cried, "Oh, a wood child!" For they were hunting along the wooded river bottom, and that's where this babe was found. The hunters questioned whether or not they should take this babe home. The wee child kept up his mournful cry. One hunter came over and poked the babe in the stomach. His voice is strong. At times it sounds like an old man's voice, whispered one of the more superstitious hunters, who feared some bad spirit hid in the small child to cheat them. Let us take this child to our wise chief, they agreed eventually. And the moment they started towards the camp, the strange wood child ceased his cry. Beside the chief's teepee, they waited while the tall men entered with the child. "Oh, oh," nodded the kind-faced chief, listening to their strange story. Rising from where he sat, he took the infant in his strong arms and appraised him. He looked him over, saw that he looked healthy, and then placed the babe in his daughter's lap, noting that the child had very dark eyes. "This, my daughter, will be your little son," he said with a smile. "Yes, father," she replied, pleased with the health of this child. She smoothed the long black hair, fringing his little round face. "Tell the people that I give a feast and dance this day for the naming of my daughter's little son," called the chief. In the meanwhile, amongst the men that returned from the hunt by the entranceway, one said in a low voice, "I have heard that bad spirits come as little children into a camp which they mean to destroy." "No, no, let us not be overcautious. It would be cowardly to leave a baby in the wild wood where there prowls hungry wolves," answered one of the more elderly men. The tall man now came out of the chief's teepee. With a word, he sent them to their dwellings, half running with joy. "A feast! A dance for the naming of the chief's grandchild!" he cried in a loud voice to all the village people. What? The people of the village cried out in surprise, holding a hand to their ear to catch the words of this crier. There was a momentary silence among the people when they listened to the ringing voice of the man walking into the center of their home. And then broke forth a rippling, laughing babble among the cone-shaped teepees. All were glad to hear of the chief's new grandson. They were happy to attend the feast and dance for its naming. With excited fingers, they twisted their hair into glossy braids and painted their cheeks with beautiful red paint. To and fro hurried the women, handsome in their new gala day dress. Men in loose deerskins with long, tinkling metal fringes. They strode in small numbers toward the center of the round campground. Here, underneath a temporary shade house of green leaves, they were to dance and feast. The children were in deerskins and paints, just like their elders, and they looked like jolly little men and women. Besides their eager parents, they skipped along towards the green dancing house, and there, seated in a large circle, the people were assembled. The proud chief rose with the little baby in his arms. The noisy hum of the people gathered was hushed. Not a tinkling of a metal fringe broke the silence. The crier from before came forward to greet the chief, then bent attentively over the small babe, listening to the words of the chief. When he paused, the crier spoke aloud to the people. "This woodland child is adopted by the chief's eldest daughter. His name is Jaske. He wears the title of the eldest son. In honor of Shasuke, the chief gives this feast and dance. These are the words of him you see holding a baby in his arms. Yes, yes, Hinu, how? Came the cry from all in the circle. At once, the drummers began to beat softly and slowly, while the chosen singers hummed together to find a common pitch. The beat of the drum grew louder and faster. The singers burst forth in a lively tune. Such a happy thing was sung in that dancing tent that night. And following their song came the hour of feasting. Late into the night, the air of the campground was alive with the laughing voices of women and the singing in unison of the young men. Within her father's teepee sat the chief's daughter. Proud of her little one, she watched over him asleep in her lap. Gradually, a deep quiet stole the campground, as one by one the people fell into their pleasant dreams, and the village was still. Alone sat the beautiful young mother watching the babe in her lap, asleep with a gaping little mouth. Amid the quiet of the night, her ear heard the far-off hum, many voices. The faint sound of murmuring people was in the air. Upward she glanced at the smoke hole of the wigwam, and saw a bright star peeping down upon her. Spirits in the air above, she wondered, yet there was no sign to tell her of their nearness. The fine, small sound of voices grew larger and nearer. Father, rise! I hear the coming of some tribe, hostile or friendly. I cannot tell. Rise and see, whispered the young woman. Yes, my daughter, answered the chief, springing to his feet. Though still nearly asleep, his ear was ever alert. He rushed out into the open, and he listened to the strange sounds. For he certainly tried. With an eagle eye, he scanned the camp for some sign of movement. Returning, he said, My daughter, I hear nothing. See, no sign of evil here. Oh, the sound of many voices comes up from the earth around me, exclaimed the young mother. Bending low over her babe, she gave her ear to the ground. Horrified was she to find the mysterious sound came out of the open mouth of her sleeping child. Why so unlike other babes, she cried with her heart, as she slipped gently from her lap to the ground. Mother, listen and tell me if this child is an evil spirit come to destroy our camp, she whispered loudly. Placing an ear close to the baby's mouth, the chieftain and his wife, each in turn, heard the voices of a great camp. The singing of men and women, the beating of the drum, the rattling of deer hoofs struck like bells on a string. These were the sounds they heard. We must go away, said the chief, leading them all into the night. Out in the open, he whispered to the frightened young woman, Iya, the camp beater has come in the guise of that babe. Had you gone to sleep, he would have jumped out in his own shape and would have devoured our entire camp. He is a giant, with giant spindly legs. He cannot fight, for he cannot run. He is powerful only in the night with his tricks. We are safe as soon as day breaks. Then moving closer to the woman, he whispered, if he wakes now, he will swallow the whole tribe with one hideous gulp. Come, we must flee with our people. Thus, creeping from teepee to teepee, a secret alarm signal was given. At midnight, the teepees were gone, and there was left no sign of the village, except for the heaps of dead ashes from the fires they had killed. So quietly had the people folded their wigwams and bundled their tent poles that they slipped away unheard by the sleeping Iya babe. When the morning sun arose, the babe woke. Seeing himself deserted, he threw off his baby form in a hot rage. Wearing his own ugly shape, his huge body toppled to and fro from side to side on a pair of thin legs, far too small for their burden. Though with every move he came dangerously close to falling, he followed the trail of the fleeing folk. I shall eat you in the sight of a noonday sun, cried Iya in his vain rage, when he spied the village encamped across a river. By some unknown cunning, he swam the river and sought his way towards those teepees. Hee-yah, hee-yah, he grunted and growled. With perspiration beading his brow, he strove to wiggle his slender legs beneath his giant form on the other side. Ha ha! Laughed all the people of the village to see Iya made foolish with his anger and his strange form. Such spindly legs cannot stand to fight by daylight. Oh, that's the call of all the braves in that village, who only the night before were terror-struck by the idea of this Iya. Warriors rushed forth from the village with their long knives and slew the camp eater. And it was from there that surrounding that village was scattered the remains of Iya. They sank to the earth as his spirit left, becoming hills, like a mighty shield that rose around this camp, giving these people and their wise actions good shelter from that time forward. But also, too, from the belly of Iya came a whole tribal village, their campground, their teepees in a large circle, and the people laughing and dancing. "Aho, aho, we are glad to be free," said these strange folk. And thus Iya was killed, and no more are the campgrounds anywhere in danger of being swallowed up in one night. Oh, and that is the story of Iya, the camp beater.
Oh.
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 Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
I have one as well. And if anybody also wishes to tell their own story, they are more than welcome.
I like the story.
This is something that is sacred for us.
This is cool.
Oh.
I really like this.
Hmm.
I really like this. I like the stories.
It's special.
Do you have any food?
I've done something like this before.
Thank you. I made that for him.
I am a member of the Wapiti tribe, but this story comes from the elders of my father's tribe, the Ojibwe. Many hundreds of years ago, back in the time where animals could talk, there was a great fire in the forest. And in this fire, many animals lost their homes. To escape, they ran towards the river. And when they turned to see this fire destroying their homes, they wept. They were afraid. Some were angry. All except for the hummingbird. Now, I don't know if many of you have seen a hummingbird, but they are curious little creatures. They're unable to walk, with legs that are so little. Now they are capable of many great things, many great feats of flying that no other bird can do, but back in this time, the hummingbird flew as other birds flew. But the hummingbird this day looked at this fire, and instead of crying or being angry, the hummingbird went to the river, took some water in its beak, flew above the fire and spat it out. The hummingbird did this again and again and again. And as the other animals watched, their sadness and their anger turned to confusion. And then it turned into laughter. They said to the hummingbird, "What you are doing, it will not help, it will not work. You are going to burn your feathers, you are going to die. Why do you do this thing?" And hummingbird simply said, "Because I must do something. I must try. What is it that you do? While you stand and laugh at me, I am helping." And the great creator, Gitchi Manitou, saw this. And as a gift for its bravery, gave the hummingbird the ability to fly as it does now. To fly upside down, backwards, and in the middle of the air, staying still. And this is the story of how a hummingbird learned to fly. Oh.
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 If anybody else would like to tell a story, any story at all, jokes even, all are welcome.
Puns will get
Please come take
stones
this
thrown at
podium.
you.
Oh God, I think I got all the cowboy
Oh,
jokes
come on,
out of
that's
my
not
system
fair.
last night.
What's wrong with a good pun?
I have
Absolutely nothing.
Why? That's what I'm saying.
Here, here.
It doesn't need to be in the tradition of ours. All stories are welcome here.
I have a story, one I learned from my travels.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one. It's gonna be great.
Okay, so this story comes from some of the native tribes up north in Michigan, and it's how the Sleeping Bear Dunes were formed. So years and years ago, in the great forest that cover the place that's
Oh,
now
you need to speak up, my friend.
I'm sorry. Am I speaking louder now?
Much
As
better.
loudly as you can master.
Yes.
Sorry, kind of soft-spoken. But years and years ago, in great forest that covered the place called Wisconsin, lived Misha Mokwa, a mother bear and her 2 cubs. One day, a roaring fire swept through the woods, burning everything from horizon to horizon, and drove Misha Mokwa and her cubs and all the animals before it. Soon they came to a place where they could go no further, the great lake known as Michigan. Like all the bears, Misha Mokwa and her cubs were very powerful swimmers, and at her urging, they plunged into the lakes. Misha Mokwa knew that there would be no food after this fire ended, so she kept the light and smoke of the fire behind them and swam east. Bears are very powerful swimmers, and Misha Mokwa and her cubs were fat from the bounty of the forests, so they were able to swim through the day and through the night. But somewhere, amongst the waves of Lake Michigan and the darkness, she lost her cubs. Later in the next day, she sighted the tall white dunes of Michigan. When she reached the shore and looked back, her cubs were nowhere to be seen. She called to them with no answer, finally climbed to the dunes to look back. As the sky turned red with sunset, she saw her cubs struggling far offshore through the cold waters. Her heart broke as she saw the first one, then the other, slip beneath the waves. Heartbroken and exhausted, she laid upon the dune for days and days, watching the places where her cubs had perished. Ichi Manitou was moved by her sorrow and faithfulness and raised 2 islands, North Manitou and South Manitou, to celebrate the bravery of the 2 cubs. Knowing that her heart would never mend, Ichi Manitou laid in slumber upon Misha Mokwa and drew the sand over her like a blanket. So now when you go up near Sleeping Bear Dunes in Michigan, you'll see on the shore a large dune that looks like a bear. You'll see 2 islands just off the shore of the 2 cubs who perished trying to swim across the lake. That's my story.
Oh.
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 This story follows the traditions of many things, many stories. I know most of you have heard how I've told them before. We speak of how the world was dredged up from a great water. This doesn't sound too dissimilar from something I would expect to hear of people in the travel descent up that way, mister.
Oh, I've been north up to Michigan. I always respected the tribes there. I felt this would be a good place to tell a story like this.
I mean, I might have them, but I'm not sure if I should share it or not.
Do it.
I'm not sure if I'm good at storytelling.
I think you're incredible at it.
Do it. Do it. You can do it.
I hope that'd be more embarrassing, wouldn't it be?
You're a wonderful storyteller, Kieran.
You got this, son. I believe in you.
Yeah. Ow. I might have a story, if that's okay.
Speak your truth, Kieran. I'm eager to hear.
Do I have to get up there?
If you would be more comfortable where you are, you can tell it there. Stories
I'll just
are told
stand
anywhere.
here. Want to make sure that everybody can hear me.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell a story that my mom told me when I was really young. I don't actually know where it came from or what tribe it belongs to, but it's one of the few stories I can still remember, and it's one of the ones that I hold closest to me. It's not the beaver one, but it's the story of how the moon came to be. The story starts with a family created by the Great Spirit. There were 3 of them. A son, a daughter, and of course the father. This family lived above the sky, watching over all of us on Earth, and the responsibility was to take care of the sun, to light it in the mornings. The father of the family always knew that one day he would eventually die, and he knew that that day would come soon where he would have to pass it on to one of his children. So, he told them that when he passed, one of them would have to take care of the sun, that they would have to choose among them. When the day came and their father died, they were heartbroken. And that turned into anger and frustration. The 2 began to quarrel at who would take care of the sun. The son said, "I will take care of the sun. I am the warrior, the one who brings the food, the one who brings the rain to the earth when the water dries for my fish." But the daughter replied, "No, I am the woman, the caretaker. I bring snow to the earth when I fluff the pillows and make the house." And while they argued, daytime came, but there was no sunlight for the people of the earth. That is when Wasaki Jack took notice. He wondered, why was there no sun for the animals, for the people, for us? The animals down below are suffering, and there's not an explanation why. These people needed the sun to survive. And then, with the final decision, he went up to the sky above the clouds and confronted the son and daughter. He asked them why they were being selfish, why they were quarreling among each other and not just working together. The brother and sister both pleaded their case to him, but he had heard enough. In his frustration at them both, he told them, "Because you are both undecided, I will make a decision. For the daughter, because of this, you will be given a new task. I will create a moon for you to take care of, to use in the night. And your brother will watch over the sun. Each of you will take turns watching over these great things, and you will never see each other except once out of every year." And so it was said. He created a moon for both of them, split them apart from each other, and sent them to the opposite ends of the earth. And each night they took turns, wishing as they chose different. And every year on that day they would reunite, and they would speak of the things that they had seen, speak of the things that they had done and the fires that they had lit for the people below, learned from their prior mistakes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm gonna sit down now.
Good job. Good job.
They want to follow up with my story, but it's not as serious. It's more of an entertaining one.
No,
Stories tell many things. They all have purpose.
Dig right, Kieran.
We'll see if you agree with me when I'm done with that. Or agree if you stand by that, anyways. Okay. All right. Sorry, one moment.
Take your time.
Later.
All right. So years ago, in the hottest, driest parts of New Weston, a pair of rugged, haggard outlaws made their way across the desert. Their boots left long drag marks in the sand, and they were so parched that their lips cracked in blood. They had been on the run from their misdeeds and had lost their horses. All they had left was the sun beating down overhead as the heat rippled the line of the horizon ahead of them. When the sun was at its highest, one of the outlaws looked up, his eyes widening in surprise. He nudged his companion, the motion more like a weak slap. "Look, there, on the horizon," he exclaimed. The other squinted eyes, dragging his gaze up from the sands. "Why, I do declare, it's a beacon tree, we're saved!" "Wait, what?" the other cried in confusion. The first began sprinting towards the incredible sight, leaving his companion in the literal dust. Ah!
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Hyro felt that was just deserved. I just got Finley just DM'd me the shriek. This is what the server thinks of puns. She says you'll just have to start again. This is not the track I meant to play, but I was being so awkward. Where's the one? No, it's like do do do. What's the name of that one? It's not these. What? Oh my goodness! Stop. Do do do. It's a, I don't know. Epilogues. Epilogue song. Yeah, yeah. It's one of the it's one of the Red Dead Redemption I don't know. Okay. She had us in the first half. Listen. weeks later.
Well, this is awkward.
Aye, very awkward.
What just happened?
Ouch.
We just all fall asleep.
That was a terrible storm, is what happened. The
That-
wind,
It was a
howling
storm?
wind, cut me right off.
Saffron, that was such a great story. I fell asleep immediately. Just
We all fell
you know.
asleep.
That was. I guess that wasn't my story. Unless you want me to do it over, but that I didn't can. It's
Start again.
start again.
Start again.
I want
Actually,
to end the
no,
story.
no,
Start
we're
over.
at the
Do over.
bacon tree.
Well, I mean, okay, is everyone following what was happening? I mean, it's not that long, but all right. I can start in the middle, I suppose. Should I do it now?
Yes.
I think we're still missing a decent amount, but.
All right. So I said, when the sun was at its highest, one of the outlaws looked up. His eyes widened in surprise. He nudged his companion, the motion more like a weak slap. "Look, there on the horizon!" he exclaimed. The other squinted his eyes, dragging his gaze up from the sands. "What I do declare? That's a bacon tree! We're saved!" "Wait, what?" the other cried in confusion. The first began sprinting towards the incredible sight, leaving his companion in literal dust as his mouth watered for the bacon tree ahead. After a few moments, a volley of shots rang out, the pops punctuating the desert silence. Alas, it weren't a bacon tree. It were a ham bush.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the
Oh my
Yes,
god.
She's
like, get her out.
No. This is terrible. A
Leave.
terrible, terrible
Oh,
joke.
Beano, sure enough.
No, fetch me several
Oh,
small, smooth stones. I need to throw
oh, River.
It was a ham bush. Oh.
Beautiful. It was I'm just. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
The setup was very good. It was a very good setup.
Oh.
Aye.
Anna, you missed it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. The story was a joke.
Tell it again. Tell the story again.
Are you ready?
I won't have the same impact if I tell it again.
All right. Let me go say thank you to Harold and tell me we're.
I could tell story from Russia.
Please.
Oh,
Look at what that little shit ass did.
okay. So this is story, folk story from Russia, where I come from. It is the story of sister Alyanushka and her brother Ivanushka.
I will get vengeance on
Long ago, there were a man and woman, and they had 2 children, a daughter named Alyanushka and a son named Ivanushka. And one day, the old man and the woman, they die, leaving Alyanushka and Ivanushka all by themselves in the world. One day, Ivanushka, he's quite thirsty. He keeps complaining to his sister, "I am dying of thirst." And they end up coming across a hoof that is full of water, and he says, "Can I not drink from this hoof?" And Alenushka is like, "No, you cannot drink from this hoof. If you drink from it, you will turn into calf, because it was a cow's hoof." Eventually, they keep on walking, and they end up coming across a horse's hoof, also filled with water. Ivanushka says, "Hello, I'm thirsty. Can I drink from this hoof?" And Alyanushka says, "No, you cannot drink from hoof. If you drink from this hoof, you will turn into a colt, a baby horse." So they continue, and finally they come across a goat hoof full of water, and again, Ivanushka
I have a
says, "I am
feeling that
thirsty. Can I
River
please
might
drink
try
from
and
this
get
hoof?"
his hand around my neck
And
later,
again,
though.
Alinushka says, "No, yet you cannot
There are
drink
worse
from
ways to
hoof.
die.
If you drink from this hoof, you
Sorry?
turn into goat."
There are worse ways to die.
Okay.
Ivanushka has had enough. He decides to drink from the goat's hoof anyway. And lo and behold, he turns into a little goat, a little baby goat. And he starts running around, playing and laughing around her, and she is very upset by this. She bursts into tears. When a merchant arrives, he just is happening by, and he hears this little girl crying. Not little girl, she's actually a young woman by this point. And he asks, "Why are you crying, pretty maid?" And she says what has happened. And the merchant says, "Marry me, and I will dress you up in gold and silver, and this little goat will live with us for all of our lives." She thought this over and decided, you know what, this is best deal, so she decides to marry the merchant. And they lived together very happily, the little goat living with them as they ate and drank and had merry times. Well, one day, while the merchant was away from the home, a witch shows up. And she stood under the window of Alinushka's house, and she begged her ever so sweetly to go and bathe in the river with her. Alinushka followed the witch to the river, and when they got there, the witch fell upon Alinushka and tied a stone around her neck, throwing her into the water, and this witch then took on the shape of Alinushka. The witch goes back to the merchant's house, and nobody knows that it is not Alinushka. They all think the witch is Alinushka. The merchant, even once he comes home, he does not even realize that this is not his wife. Only the little goat, little Ivanushka, realized that this was not really his sister. And the goat became very sad. He drooped his head low and did not touch his food or drink. But every morning he goes to the riverbank and cries out, "Sister, dear sister Alinushka, swim out to me." And when the witch eventually heard him doing this day after day, she goes to merchant and she says, "Merchant, please kill this goat." And the merchant, feeling sorry for little goat, eventually with some coaxing from the witch, he decides to go ahead and have the goat killed. But the little goat finds out ahead of time that this was the plan, and the little goat runs away. He ends up going to the river, and this goat, he continues to cry out, "Sister, dear sister Alinushka, swim out to me. Fires are burning high, pots are boiling, knives are ringing, and I am going to die." He's just crying for his life to this river. And finally, Alinushka actually cries out from the river, "Brother, dear brother Ivanushka, a heavy stone lies on my shoulders. Silken weeds entangle my legs, fellow sands press hard on my breast." And the goat is delighted to hear this. Meanwhile, the merchant is saying to his servants, "Go, find this goat and bring him to me." And the servants find this goat at the river, but they hear him. They hear the goat singing, "Sister, dear sister Alinushka, swim out to me. Fires are burning high, pots are boiling, knives are ringing, and I'm going to die." And the servant even hears, "Brother, dear brother Ivanushka, a heavy stone lies on my shoulders. Silken weeds entangle my legs, and yellow sands press hard in my breast." So the servant hears all this and runs back to the house and tells the merchant exactly what has happened. And so the merchant gathers some of his friends and servants together, and they decide to lay a trap for the witch. They manage to get a silken net, trap the witch into this net, and bring it to the river, where they end up... First, they end up searching the river, and they end up finding Alinushka's, and they bring out her body, they untie stone from neck, and through some miracle, after they dip her head in the water, she actually returns to life. And the little goat, he was so excited, so happy to see his sister alive again, that he actually turns back into human Ivanushka. And meanwhile, the wicked witch, she's tied to a horse's tail, and the horse is turned loose into an open field. And that is the story of Sister Alinushka and her brother Ivanushka.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Truly a very Russian story.
I always loved this story.
Contains witches and death.
perfect for little Olia growing up.
If no one has a story, I'll share one.
Please.
You won't do it.
I won't. Okay. No, come back.
No take backs.
I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly, so I'm sorry if I get it wrong.
Doesn't matter.
So this was a story, that my brother used to read to me. In the night sky, there are two constellations.
Yeah.
Formations of
yeah, crypt.
stars that you can see. But at times, at all times, these two clusters of stars are never seen together in the sky. But if they are seen together, one is chasing the other. These are constellations of the Hunter and the Scorpion, Orion and the great monster, the Scorpion. Orion was an incredible hunter, a warrior, powerful, giant, and strong. He defeated all manner of creatures, monsters, and man that he was challenged to, and no mortal could best him in combat. So great did his might grow that he boasted to all that nothing could best him. No monster, no human, no animal. But a god did not like this. It did not like this at all. How could one boast that nothing could defeat them? And this goddess, she wanted to prove that Orion was in fact not as strong as he claimed, and wanted to humiliate him. And so she sent down a monster, a scorpion, with great strength, impossible for most normal people to comprehend. This monster was matched with Orion equally in all regards. They were locked in combat, not for days, not for months, but for years, struggling against each other. Blow for blow, they matched each other. When Orion attacked, Scorpius, the scorpion, dodged. When Scorpius bit, Orion blocked it with his might as a warrior. Over and over, this went on, happening. Until, at that moment, Orion realized that this was one monster, this scorpion, Scorpius, that he could not beat. And so he tried to flee. But the scorpion, Scorpius, stung him, lashing out with his tail, chasing him across the battlefield. But at the same time that he was stung, Orion turned and struck Scorpius, the scorpion. And after years of being locked in impossible combat, both of them fell at the same time. They were so equally matched in combat. Nobody was satisfied with this, not even the goddess that sent Scorpius after Orion the hunter. They had fought for so long, and for what? For an ending to prove that they are equal? No. Someone deserved to win this battle. And so the gods, for Orion's folly, and for Scorpius's valor in fighting him, a man who claimed he was unbeatable by all, they placed them in the sky to fight for the rest of eternity. And now they are in the sky, and you can see sometimes Scorpius, the great scorpion, chasing Orion. From the times of late in the year to early, you can see Orion hanging in the sky. But then, as the year goes to the middle, he turns to his side, as if he is running. And there, across the horizon of the sky, you can see Scorpius slowly dominating, gaining on the hunter that fled from him, from their battle. Okay, that's it.
Oh.
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 That was great.
All right. Executive decision. Let's stretch our legs, get some food and water, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh God, my knees. Oh God, my knees.
What knees?
If your knees don't sound like you're giving applause when you stand up, you're not old.
Got you right before.
That means I'm giving a symphony. Ow.
Where did I put Maddy?
Black Sky,
Maddy's over there.
do you need help? Black Sky?
Whose guitar was
I
this,
can
by the
help.
way?
I think it might be looking like that time.
I think we just look at him until he stands up.
Be alright.
So,
Sorry, you're not that old, and I dinna ken whose guitar that is.
Oh yes, that was such a pleasant surprise. You were amazing.
Wasn't he amazing?
And you're singing too. I heard yours too.
I wasn't singing.
You have to sing at our wedding now. I'm just saying.
We gotta mute it. He could probably do that. Rip, do not.
Either or, I'll take either one of you.
Why not both? Why not a duet?
Oh, that would be amazing.
A duet isn't really. It's not really something that can be done very easily. We've tried it. It's no. Rip!
Oh, yeah.
Caramel cookie.
Rip.
Chocolate.
Oh my God. Do you actually need some water?
yeah, I may do.
What did you just say?
I may do.
Did you say me do?
I may do. What?
Nothing. Just the way you say that is so strange.
What?
It's alright. It's alright.
I need a filament canteen.
Also, Kiona broke my glasses.
Oh dear. Why did he do that?
Because he's a little shit ass. He didn't mean to. He was pushing me over.
Not the glasses that I love.
The glasses that makes you love me. I know.
Oh. He doesn't love you without the glasses. That's a.
They are very stylish glasses.
That's terrible. Alright, well then. Sorry.
It's not that bad.
Okay, alright. If you say so.
You're still beautiful without the glasses.
It's not that bad.
Love delayed there, but I'll take it.
It's alright, Rana. Your face isn't that bad without the glasses covering them up.
Wow. Wow.
What?
The fuck did I just walk into? What the?
That's what
You know, I don't even
What?
see
What
him
fuck did
when
I
he's
just walk
marrying,
into?
and my face isn't so bad without my glasses.
Her glasses got broken. A black sky can't
Yes,
over
Kiona
them.
broke my glasses.
No! Was it
Yeah.
because he farted too? Was it because the power of his
It
fart was
wasn't
too
his
strong?
fault. It was his fault that broke my glasses.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, here's Kieran now. Oh, Kieran's freaking out.
Okay.
That's normal.
Good.
Declan, push
Actually, no. I should.
Oh, shit. Are you okay?
How did your meeting with Abigail go?
Oh,
Right, let's
Abigail
go.
was really
join
nice.
the
They
others.
didn't exactly.
How was your date work, by the way? Did you...
Goodness. Cinder, what you doing, puppy? Cinder? Cinder! Hey, where you going? That door open is empty. I wish I could make you guys understand just how wonderful Cinder is. You will never understand. Such a good dog.
Or Addie either.
Okay, it's good to know. Good to know.
Didn't leave you behind.
All right. Maybe.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I did kind of, I kind of during the story I got
been
really
crossing
tired.
long. I do not think I've seen you around here. Not that I'm in
No,
Wapiti
that's kind of rude. I shouldn't say that.
a lot when everyone is awake here, but
Had a bad headache.
I have been around the crossing a fair time. Let's see, nearly 2 months. However, I hardly leave the village, and that is why you don't see me.
I'm sure.
Hey, look.
Are you looking at?
I don't know who that is. Running around like that.
Are you sure?
Hey, and Jaylee, thank you so much for the raid.
I would recommend you don't try to
walk.
walk back.
No, it's good exercise.
Well,
I
I
would
think
not walk through Cumberland Forest.
I think
at
the
night.
majority
Oh
of your
no,
exercise.
I'll wait till day.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Where's my?
Hello.
I think I'd get lost
my
if
nephew?
I tried walking.
I feel like a
my
sub
nephew?
dog thanks to you.
What?
it's not mine,
push me
what?
but it's a fun one, isn't it?
I feel like a sub dog.
You started it.
I love your story. It was so good.
Yeah, Declan, what's wrong with you?
Glad
What
you
the
like
fuck,
that.
Declan?
Maybe got something wrong
I've
with
written
your
and put that one in the newspaper
fucking
before.
Please.
but, no, I've done it before.
Oh, you have?
Am
Oh,
I?
how did I miss that?
I mean, it was not as
What the
embellished as I told it right
Problems.
there.
There's
As soon as I
something
thought
wrong in your
about
head,
doing
like a
it,
murder loose.
you know, sort
Buddy,
of
now
jotted
you're just
down
starting
a
to
lot
make
of
fun of the way that I
colourful
talk.
to
What's
try,
wrong
you know,
with you?
try and get everyone
sorry, Mr.
really wrapped up
Callahan.
into a real story, and then
I was so invested. I was so invested. It was so perfect. It was perfect. You got all of us.
the storm,
Did
though,
you get the
goodness.
story?
You did.
Oh,
You
the
did very,
timing
very
of
good.
that.
Yeah, you did a good job.
It was so good.
so
I loved
scary.
it so
Like I
much.
said, I can't wait to read it in the paper one day.
It's still not decided.
Did you think of that on your own?
The gun.
I mean, I heard it somewhere. You know, a short version of it. Eh?
Oh, so you made the rest of it on your own. That's
I wrote the
awesome.
rest of it. You know, the sun beating down and rippling the line between the horizon. You know.
It was perfect. It was perfect. I was so invested. I was like, what's gonna happen next? Ambush. Oh.
Lass it weren't a bacon tree, it were a ambush.
Classic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thought you were making fun of me again.
Can you do that?
No.
Can
No,
you do
I-
that one more time?
I just wrote something down.
What a storm sounds like. It's like
Very laughing.
Yep.
Oh,
Maddy takes the cake, though.
Maddie was telling me how much
gosh darn it,
she
Maddy,
loved
why do you have to
the
keep
story.
one-upping me in everything I do?
My,
was perfect.
My pun story. You
are
you
just
didn't
better
hear
than
the end of it, did you? You hadn't opened your eyes again.
Tired of
It was a
Maddie
pun
being
story?
better than me.
It was a
we
pun
did
story.
You know, he looked out, he saw the beacon tree, and went running towards it, and then a bunch of shots rang out, and he fell down
Yanking
dead.
your fucking leg, man.
The last
I'm being one
it
up by a
weren't
person the size of a
a
water
beacon
pump.
tree. It were a ambush.
You just called Maddy a water pump.
I said Maddie is the size of a water pump.
Oh, I love it so much.
This is
Maybe
going to
we
be the
call
only
it
way we
ambushes.
refer to possible ambushes.
Yeah.
Just you saying
You know why the cowboy didn't have to,
Oh my
look
God,
at the
if we're
outline?
on
Spread it
patrol
around the
with Bluestone-
department.
I'd like us all
If we're on patrol in Bluestone, you have to go around the corner and come back and say, it's a ambush.
There's a ambush, and then you just hand
No, Kieran!
and then you just hand out bacon,
Does everybody else over
Oh my
hand out
goodness.
slices of ham.
minutes?
Jackal, this is a tragedy.
Are you okay?
No,
I heard the pun
he
story.
hadn't heard the end of the story, and I just finished it for him, and now he's upset.
Well, he looks pretty.
That's alright. River threatened to throw rocks at me.
Why?
I wouldn't throw rocks
Oh,
at you.
are we supposed to go close?
I would
Oh,
also throw rocks at
what
you.
would you do?
I wish everyone
He's
would
gonna
all gather
tackle
outside
me.
our team.
Anyway,
I
I got nothing. I don't have anything.
Okay.
Everyone over here.
All
over
right.
here. We're doing our last thing for the night.
Neither of us.
Make room. Everybody get into the circle, shoulder to shoulder. Stand in front of the teepee if you have to.
Oh wait, we've got to get in a ring.
Yes.
All right, Rip. I
This
guess
is
we have
our
to
last
stand in front.
formalized thing for the night.
Can I stand next to my
Grana,
husband?
Black Sky.
You can do it, Black Sky.
So, as of a final thing, what was noted in the telegram that brought you all here today, time of remembrance. This is a bit more somber compared to the things that we've had for the previous times in the night. But we're going to acknowledge a great loss that many of us feel. Whether it comes in the path of a career, a path of personal friendship, perhaps even an acknowledgement of rivalry. This life is a finite thing. We live here, inside these shells, where our spirits dwell for as long as we do, and then we move on. I heard the Lakota people say when the body dies, that is not the end. We walk on from there. I would like everybody just, if you have somebody of significance to you that you have lost, speak their name to us here, so we may all hear and remember. Speak as many names as you need to. We will acknowledge, we will mourn together, and then we shall pray, give some good smoke, and put our worries to rest for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I shall begin, and we shall go to the left. Oh, I wish to acknowledge the life of Enola Daly Quill. Her name meant one who is loved, and she lived very fully to that name. I would also like to acknowledge the young man, Strong Spirit. Some of you may know him better as John of Tall Trees, or that fellow with the moose head that lives out there. He died fighting a good fight. I carry him with me every day, as I do Naomi.
Where did you go? Oh, okay.
You know.
Can you get cash up here
Oh.
and shut the door?
I would like to acknowledge Mr. Black, one of the best bartenders in the crossing, as well as any and all rangers who have passed previously. These who are what I acknowledged. Oh.
Oh.
I'd like to acknowledge Brianna. I'd rather not go into detail, but
Oh.
I would like to acknowledge my brother Montague and my mother Meredith.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I suppose I would like to acknowledge the loss of my tribe before this one. How I was so cruelly taken away from, and all the people who have passed that I yet have known about.
Oh.
No.
I would like to acknowledge my father, Peter Ivanavia, who died last winter, and also my mother, Katrina, who died giving birth to me.
Oh.
I would like to acknowledge all of the tribe kin of the past who have moved on, joined our ancestors in the stars. I'd also like to acknowledge Harriet Hawkins.
Oh.
I would like to acknowledge my little sister Sophie. That's all.
Oh.
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 I'd like to acknowledge my father, James Callahan, killed in the line of duty simply for wearing a badge.
Oh.
Oh.
I would like to acknowledge the loss of my tribe. My wife, Linta, my daughter, Kalina, my brother, Dialu, and my youngest daughter, Istas. She was killed by love. And I would also like to acknowledge a friend of Istas. I did not know her well. A woman named Bridget.
Oh.
I would
Yeah, I remember Istis too.
like to acknowledge a friend, a distant friend, but a friend nonetheless. And that on my home soil in Warma. A Lockjaw Jim.
Lockjaw Jim is dead?
Oh.
I would like to acknowledge Juan Pablo, a friend of the Corrigan, and a friend to many others as well.
Oh.
I would like to acknowledge Dr. Tedrick Nelson and Senior Ranger Rye.
Oh.
I'd like to acknowledge my mother and my father, Sarah Riley and Joe Andrew Riley. Maybe the man I am today.
Oh.
I'd like to acknowledge Farmer Deputy Charlie Branch, who was killed on my wedding day. Very dear friend of mine.
I'd like to acknowledge Killian McCarty, Toby Malager, Allie Chase, Jimmy Billum. They were all good people in their own way.
I would like to acknowledge my father, Marcel Saint-Christophe, my mother, Oceane Saint-Christophe, my friend, Crea O'Connell, my friend, Cass Darling. I would also like to acknowledge my friend, Allie Chase, my friend, Senior Ranger Malcolm, my friend, Jamie Marlowe, and a man named Mason James. Oh.
I wish to acknowledge my many brothers and sisters, warriors, who died protecting for what was theirs, died protecting the children and the elders.
No.
Arna, you've come to us at the end. Is there anyone you wish to acknowledge for us?
I would also like to acknowledge Eddie Doyle.
Sikala, will you make us good smoke? And I may lead us in prayer if you choose to.
You wish me to take it around?
If you would like so. If you find yourself not particularly affiliated, or do not wish to acknowledge the spiritual nature of what we shall be going under now, may decline. There is no offense intended. Just acknowledge the moment of silence as we go around and prepare ourselves for this release.
Wow.
Significance of this act. We take the smoke and we wash it across ourselves as if we would soap water. It is a way to take things that cling to us through our life, our thoughts, our sorrows. We take that clean smoke and we wash it from ourselves, so that way what follows will be with the purest intent.
Yeah, I know. It was supposed to be Fold's her, but whatever, you know. Stuff sabotage, it's fine.
Sorry, what?
To prayer, shall you?
Please do.
In this silence, this acknowledgement, this recognition of those that have walked on.
Kind of floating foot, man.
This silence represents their absence to us. Whatever we remember of them fills that silence in our hearts. But so too do we look upwards and see the openness of the sky. This is the place where the spirit goes to rest. It leaves behind the finite. It leaves behind the decay of life as we see it here. Oh, this is a sorrowful thing to witness, but it is a joyful thing to celebrate. If one knew suffering, they know it no longer. If one knew regret, they lose it. Death is something we all must acknowledge. It is the greatest equalizer of all things in this world. It comes for everything, at one time or another. And it is something we must accept, whether we regret its passing or not. We remember that those that are gone do not die, truly. Whether we believe their spirit walks on to another path, to another time, another place, or whether we acknowledge that their time with us has simply ended. We remember their names, their faces, their laugh, their smiles. Everything about them we acknowledge and remember. And as time passes, our remembrance may fade some. But this shows that the world is ready to let them pass too. But we speak their name, their smile. We speak them to those that still yet live. So that way they will never be gone. Oh, it is never more true to say that one does not die until your name is never spoken. So let it be that we hear these names now and remember them so they walk beside us and guide us. Whether it's a sure hand to guide the pull of a bowstring, a whisper of wind in the trees when one is at a stillness, whether it is a sound that alerts one to an oncoming danger. Oh, keep the departed with us, and let us remember. Oh.
No.
Oh.
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 That is all there is for this, to us to acknowledge these things. It is a somber thing, this is true. But it's important to do it. I believe if Rana would speak it as affirmation, that would be the last formal thing of this organized event. So let us once again take joy in each other's company. We can speak on those that we've spoken of here, if we wish it. Go back to telling stories, partake of some more delicious food. Whatever pleases us. But we are alive here and now.
However, Saffron is never allowed to speak again.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
Is that because of the pun story?
It was a good story. I had you in the first half, admit it.
A little bit, but I was expecting the punchline.
I can't believe you would ambush Saffron in front of all these people here like that.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Maddy.
I've got your back, Saffron.
I mean, I love it. Rip's going behind the teepee to dive in a bush, I think, but you know.
Mhm.
Rip, come back here.
Dive in
Right,
the bush.
okay. I heard the thump.
What, you think he's just going back there? just wheezing from laughter.
Sure, we'll go with that, I guess.
If anybody has any questions about things of the people of the tribes, I'm going to go find somewhere to sit down. I've been standing for a while, and I'd be happy to answer any questions or anything like that. I can answer questions about Tupota specifically.
I'm sad to say that I am going to rest,
Me
Lame.
too. I'm exhausted.
but
Yeah,
I am.
I think I'll take my
looks
leave
like
for the night.
It is going to
Hi,
be
I'll
quite
be
noisy
say
here.
farewell to Rana for putting this whole thing on.
Thank you, Rana.
Thank you, Rana. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you,
Hi.
Rana. Thank you for the hospitality.
Tanyano Manipo. Safe journeys.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Also, should we? Oh, we'll get out of the way of your TV, shall we? So you can actually, go to bed.
You must come to our wedding ceremony.
Rip! Rip, I need you to take me home.
Down a country road?
What? No, down into the gully where we live.
Don't be a stranger.
I was gonna say.
But I
Do
will
better.
guys
Huh?
look
What?
Don't talk about it. Do better.
Yes.
Do
I
better,
have
Ahari.
something to speak with you on as well.
Do
I'll send you a
better.
telegram.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Send me a telegram.
I don't hear
Let me
anything.
know
Okay.
if you need anything else.
Good night, Rip. Good night,
Good night.
Saffron.
It's good to see you.
Good night.
Is that a
No
problem?
problem.
I'm
I'll see
gonna
you
kick Maple's
tomorrow.
ass and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
For allowing. Oh,
Yes,
thank you
please
also
kick
for
his
allowing
ass.
us to
Tell
speak.
him he's a shit ass,
No.
but don't tell him I said it, please.
I was only
Rana-
joking
Don't
about your
worry.
ham.
Rana, make sure that you do give him the
It's
Rip
fine,
Riley
it's so nice
treatment.
to
Make
finally
sure that he gets into brown
No.
and blue
Oh,
rather than
I'm
black
gonna
and
make
red.
you cakes as well. Oh, you can have both flowery cakes.
That you weren't able to make it.
Oh, very
I
funny.
apologize for that.
Let me say goodnight to Halbert.
Night.
I'm
Good
going
night.
to bed, Sakala.
Night.
There's no
Good night,
time
Kiono.
right now.
Good night.
Well,
I have to watch
Ezra,
this.
Chief
Happy
Hummingbird,
birthday.
Chief Hummingbird.
Shit ass.
I believe we've met passively on one occasion, but
Yeah, maybe in passing.
Hey, Rana.
No.
She already gone.
The two of you go to bed before we start doing Midwestern goodbyes.
Have a good
Oh
night.
yeah, for sure.
yes. Thank you, Chief.
I have to watch this.
Have a good
My
evening,
pleasure.
all.
Good evening.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You two are leaving, yes?
Yeah,
Aye,
I'm gonna
aye.
take her home.
Sure.
No.
Thank you for coming, both of you.
Aye,
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy.
Although
Hi,
after two
sorry, I just
naming
wanted peach
ceremonies, I
cobbler.
don't know if I.
For Keanu eats it all.
So is it?
I'll eat your cornbread after
Do I
I'm
see
gonna
you?
eat
Have
peach
I
Oh,
met you
yeah,
yet?
you need the guitar. This is Sakala's
cornbread.
guitar. Could you get it?
It's over here.
It's a middle box, huh?
It was beautiful, by the way.
It's gone.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Most of the
Glad you
box
enjoyed
was
it.
gone.
Mhm.
Next time, give me a warning or heads up like a day in advance.
I feel like this happens every time.
Hey, it's not my fault.
I don't mind laying on the ground for 5 minutes, but
Oh, the peach cobbler's so good. It's almost as good as bread.
Yes,
I
I
would
psyched
say
myself
not
up for
quite,
it.
but close.
It was nice. It was nice to go bowling with you.
Second runner up.
All right.
nearly
just
put me
all
on the
right.
fire.
I
Yes,
did, but it
Sakala,
was-
please go play some instrument. It's
No.
very,
No.
just take it out. It's that easy.
Yeah.
Just
I
take
like
out
jam,
that
I just don't
instrument.
have
It's that
jam.
easy.
It should,
Only have
Sully.
bread.
Goodness. Ah, I have never cried so hard over a fictional character.
Gonna quickly say goodnight to River.
Right, right.
Your colleagues
Oh,
are
hi,
here.
Rip.
Howdy.
Hi, Saffron.
Hello, Rip.
Wait, hold on. How long have you been here for?
I just got here. I didn't know there was anything happening. I just came up and there was everyone, and I thought something bad had happened. But it sounds like it was a very lovely thing.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. It was nice. Yeah.
There was a really bad pun joke that was told, but
Yeah. From someone who shall remain nameless for the safety of her red-haired existence.
I think it's certainly probably for the best. But just want to say goodnight to you all, River.
Just do
Good
what
to see
every
you.
outlaw does when they want to meet Saffron.
If you're around
Kidnap her.
tomorrow,
Be like
hope to bend
everybody
you around
else.
something.
I will afford time to do so.
In regards to the
Cave
ink,
Planet.
if you remember.
Ah, yes. I've been practicing, actually. My ankle looks like I have a sickness. There's so many dark spots on it now from me getting it right.
Are you
That
practicing on
certainly
yourself?
brings confidence. Looks like a sickness.
No, I can make a good circle, okay? I've been practicing the line work.
You should practice on Hyde.
I don't mind.
I'm sure your leg does.
I will be able to do yours just fine in a perfectly straight and competent line, Rick. Do not worry. I believe Talikoga, Two Crows, he also knows these things quite well. He has quite a bit of ink himself.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'll have to take a look at him. But for now, the call of sleep. You all rest well. Have a lovely evening.
Rest well.
До свидания,
Rest well.
What is wrong with you two? Like, good night.
Don't pull me off.
I'm not. We're not out of CD yet.
See, the goodbye didn't last like 50 minutes.
Emotional torture for bingo? Okay. No, leave Saffron alone. I know,
Did you hear
Saffron's
if
been
they
doing really well.
arranged a date or anything?
No.
Will there be a bear? Will there be a bear?
Please no. I don't come down this way. Try not to anyway. There's open beers. A lot of people.
Oh, I'll hold off for now.
Do we know who that is?
Couldn't tell. I heard a girl with a higher pitched voice.
I didn't hear anything. It might just be a group looking for bears. Probably hunting or something.
We're fine.
Of course it's foggy.
We're fine. You holding on tight there?
Hmm?
We're fine. Well, that was nice.
Aye, it was a good time.
A shame we, quote unquote, was late or early by 24 hours.
Aye. Alright, I'm glad it went well.
Remember when we saved Buzz?
Saved him?
Up in near Brandywine.
From what we save him from?
When we got his horse. When Buzz and Clem were up in Annisburg.
What about it?
And we brought his horse back.
Aye.
Well, Buzz went out and collected a few playing cards.
No way.
And I put it together, and it was a, it's like a Japanese, Chinese art
Oh, Sam's
deck.
favourite. Mm-hmm. Oh, those ones are beautiful. Will he give it to you?
No, that was the cards I put together with it. The ones I had in my,
Oh,
my bank.
gotcha. Aye, that's a good find. Aye, it's really fun. I just like to go play poker with this. I had one a long time ago and I sold it and I always sort of regretted it.
Are they worth much, or?
I think I sold one for $700 or $800.
Hmm.
But that was ages ago. Cards aren't worth as much now. But this one is one of the much rarer decks. I think it's probably the neatest one I've seen. Looking at them.
I still want to get a Van Horn.
I know you do.
That
We'll
is
play one.
my goal.
Ah! Okay. Alright. Good night, Red.
Good night. Love you.
I love you. $52 card pickup. Lots of fun. That was good. I'm glad that we made it to that. That was really fun. Ooh, Tassara is streaming. You know, I'm gonna send you guys over her way. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed the fun on 2 different servers. And, yeah, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Wow, that was really close in the bingo, Kryptonic. Really close. Gets chased. Yeah, boy, you just really need me to get captured or attacked by a bear. Okay, sending you off. Good night.